Hello everybody. Today we're going to see how I draw Skully. Okay, so I'm going to make myself a quick sketch just to make sure I get everything in here. I know you can't see it, but that's okay. I'm going to be drawing with a Sharpie in a second, and you'll be able to see everything I'm doing. But for me, this is just to make sure that I have everything in the image and that I didn't leave anything out for you. Let's see, what can I have her do? And what kind of pose could I have her in? How about big strong hand up like that? And the other one just down. Another fist. Super simple, super easy. Okay. I'm just going to make sure I get everything in there because she's got some details that I don't want to forget. The little knife on the side. What else? Let's see, everything. Her boots. I know those are going to be pretty simple. But I want to make sure I get everything in there. Her hair. Oh, you know what? Let's draw her head. Just to make sure I get all of this in there, because again, she's got a very unique style to her, and so I gotta make sure that I don't miss anything that you guys want to draw, because that's why you're here, because you like the character, right? She's pretty cool. And see, like her, she's got like this collar thing on that I almost didn't get. So I gotta make sure that I get enough of the details in there that it still looks like her, right? Because it'd be horrible if I did this and you're like, that looks like Trog. You know, that's the wrong character, buddy. So I just gotta do sketches like this just to make sure I get it all in. Okay? And like that. See? That tells me that's off. I need to do this back a little bit more. And I think that might be enough right there that I can get started, and I know what I'm going to do. Okay. Okay. I say we get started. So I'm going to switch over to Sharpies. I'm going to start off with the Sharpie pen just to get some fine detail in here real fast. Then I'll switch over to a big fat Sharpie and you can see even better. So I'm going to draw her little almond eyes where I know they're going to be. And I'm going to thicken up this top one just a little bit, just a touch. And then I'm going to draw her pupil looking at you like that. Okay? And her eyebrow is going to I'm going to start it, but it goes into the hat that she's wearing, so you can't quite see it all. And I'm going to draw her nose line like this, just a little bit of a nostril like that, and keep it real super simple, because that's not the part we should be focusing on. It's the entire thing that we're focusing on, right? So now I'm going to draw her mouth like that. I'm going to draw a little bit of a top lip, but then I'm going to draw the bottom lip. Okay. And last thing I'm going to do is, well, I'm going to draw her, let's draw her jawline, okay? So I'm going to draw her jaw, because I know where I want that to go. Then I'm going to follow it up like this, and I'm going to stop there because that's where her hair is going to be. And since I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and draw her other side of the cheek. And I'm going to thicken it up just a little bit because I'm about to switch over to the big Sharpies, and it's going to be thick versus thin. Gonna look kind of weird, so I'm just kind of going over the line again real fast. And before I forget, let's draw her little eye makeup, almost football style underneath her eye like that, right? Okay, so I'm going to switch over to a big fat Sharpie now, and it's going to stand out even more. So to define things, let's draw that hat. That'll tell me where everything else is going to be. Okay, so I'm going to come across and do that, and see how it kind of disappeared with the brow right there, what I was talking about. I knew that was going to happen, so that's okay. That's just how we're drawing. So I'm going to draw the rest of the dome on the top like that. I'm just going to come around and bring it down like that. So now I can draw, since that's the edge, they're defined, I can draw the rest of the lines. And I'm going to draw her hair over her eye like this, and just kind of whip it down like that. And I'm going to bring it up, down, do like that. Do the same thing with the other side. So kind of come down. And I'm just kind of making it up as I go, just drawing some whippies. That's what I call them. I like a point, is what I try to do. See how that's a point and that's kind of rounded? I'll come back maybe later with a sharp one and try to do that, but I kind of like them rounded, you know. Okay, so I'm going to draw her neck like this, and I can draw her chest armor here, but what's on top is this collar like this, so I'm going to draw that first. It's kind of coming up like this and around, and that's it for the edge. That's the edge I wanted, so I could draw the back of her neck like that. So see, that worked out pretty good. So this is going to come over here and going to come down and going to reconnect like this, and this one is back behind that piece of hair, so I'm not going to draw it in front of it. I'm going to go behind like that and then come down and do that, and that'll take care of that edge. So we're drawing like what's in front and then what's in back. So now I'm going to draw this little knife that she has in front, and it's strapped in, but we're just going to go ahead and draw the whole thing, and then we'll just draw straps over it to show that it's being held tight, right? So I'm going to draw a line right there for the edge, and just kind of just do that, almost like a carrot, right? And the carrot has a stem, and there's the knife. And there's straps holding it, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm just going to keep drawing and come back with a fine detail one and do that later. So I'm going to draw the shoulder, draw it around like this. This is that chest piece armor that she has. And I'm going to do the other one over here too, since I'm defining it. Let's do this, and then here's her chest. And it's going to come down just a little bit. So let's just do this back right there, and then do an arc where it's connected, like that. And I'm going to go down to her waistline, which is like this. And this one's going to come out like that. And the reason I stopped is because she has these pants that are they're super skin tight, so it's almost the same, but it's not. So I'm going to do, and you know what? She's got a little skull on the side there, and I should have drawn it facing the other way so you could see it, but since I didn't, I'm going to go ahead and fake it and show you more on the front right here. So since that's in the front, I'm going to draw it first. I'm going to draw the bow like that. Then I'm going to draw the skull like this, and then the other side real like that, so it's kind of sideways. All right, so I can draw the eye, then a thinner one there, and then the lines for the teeth like that. See, so we got it in. I didn't think I was going to, but we got it in because I chose the wrong angle, but we made it work. Right now it's different than the way everybody else is drawing it. So let's draw her pants, at least the seam line, that way we know where we are. Right, I'm going to come up like this, just a little bit out, and go in like that, and there. So let's stop there, the bottom half, and let's work back on the top, okay? So I'm going to draw her arms, and we're going to come in from her rib cage like that to where it connects to the arm, and let's show you the top too. So there's the bicep, or the shoulder to the bicep. So that means I could do the shoulder to the bicep just like that, and see how it all worked out and all connected. So let's draw her forearm, which has a protecting part, so let's draw that first. So I'm going to come out a little bit and do this, and that way I know exactly where her forearm is going to be. So now I could reconnect that, reconnect this, and then I can draw her hand. And again, she's got, just like that, a little protector over it, so that's going to help us out. Now all we got to do is draw her thumb, and then draw some knuckles. Boom, we got the hand. We're done with that. So let's draw this other one. It's going to be kind of up and strong, showing that she's strong. So I'm going to show this arm shoulder to the bicep. I always just say that. So I'm going to bring this down to the elbow here, and it's bent in, so we're going to draw that line right there. And this one's up, so I'm going to go like this, and the straps are going to be holding in that shield protector, or the forearm protector there. And so now I know I can draw like that to connect it, and then just kind of draw like this, because it's back behind and you can't really see it, so we're just implying. So here we're going to draw a hand kind of like this, a strong fist. Let's go ahead and close that off so we know where we are. So we're going to draw the back of the hand like this, and I'm going to draw the thumb to give me an idea of where it's all going to be. Then I'm going to draw like this for the inside of her hand, then draw the fingers. And since they're covered up by the thumb, we only have to do this to make it look like a hand. Pretty cool, right? So now we can switch over to the bottom of her legs. And these are pretty simple. There's not a lot of detail. Color takes care of this. So we can just follow the contours of the body I drew out, shape. And actually, let's go all the way down, because the boot is so close to the body that we don't have to worry about a lot of detail. So let's start from the inside and follow that contour of the leg, a little bit of the knee, and then draw the other shape down to the boot like that. And I'll stop there because I want to draw the feet at the same time for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish this up, and we're going to pretend like we're drawing there, but we don't, and we pick it right back up there. Draw the knee into the boot like that, then the back of the leg, and then draw the knee into the boot like that. Okay, so we're pretty much in the same spot on each one. So now we're going to draw her top of the foot like this. So I'm going to draw the top of the foot like that, and she has a little bit of a heel on, so we're going to go down like this, come up, and this one you can't really see it, so we're not too worried about it. So then from here we're going to come down, do like that. This one's going to go up to where that would be, but you can't really see it because of the way it's faced, right? So let's switch over to I'm going to switch over to the Sharpie to add a little bit of detail for the things you can't see. So like this, like we were talking about, the little straps that are holding it in, that's what I'm going to do for that. And for you know what, she has straps holding this on like that. So let's go ahead and put those in. And that's just to show that this thing is strapped onto her chest. Okay? And the boots, let's go ahead and define those now. There's straps coming down, holding it on like that, and there's a buckle, so we'll draw that. And if you can draw smaller ones inside like that, that'll give it the impression of a buckle. And there's two actually, so let's go ahead and draw this other strap too. I'm going to thicken that up just a little bit to stand out more. Okay, and then we can draw the edge of her boot, now that we know where that's going to be, because I wanted it a little underneath that. That's why I wanted to draw it first. And let's draw a little bit of definition on this boot for that. You know what, let's draw creases in the boots, just a little bit like that, and that'll just kind of show that, you know, that's where the boot's bent. So this one, because this is towards the outside, we don't have to worry about that. Let's just draw the line right there. But they do wrap over, so we're going to do like this, because that's where that would wrap on this side. Okay, and then we're going to draw like that. We're going to do and define it like that. And then the last thing I'm going to do is draw her arm piece here. All right. Okay, and now we're going to color it to define the rest of it. But that is Skully. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.